Let's take a look at what's going on in Walford. Just when we thought Phil was about to clean up his act by joining an alcoholic support group, he's back on the sauce and making a nuisance of himself. Buster, for one, is fed up having Phil crashing on his sofa, so he forces Shirley to take action. But instead of getting rid of their unwanted guest, Shirley takes a trip down memory lane with him. And as they reminisce, Shirley is tempted to get passionate with her ex. Has Buster unwittingly just pushed his girlfriend closer to Phil? Meanwhile, Stacey comes face to face with Kyle for the first time since receiving treatment for her postpartum psychosis. As she allows Kyle to open up about his transgender past, the siblings finally bond, and she offers him the spare room in her flat. At the Vic, things are still tense between Nancy and Mick, so Nancy decides to visit her brother Johnny in Italy, but Shirley manages to convince her to stay. However, she might end up wishing she'd gone after all when Mick admits he blames her for Ollie's injuries and he will never be able to forgive her. So, what's happening in Weatherfield this week? Sarah's got 5 weeks until her due date, so she gets a big shock when she goes into premature labour. After being rushed to hospital, Sarah's worried there's something wrong with her baby. But her son, who she names Harry, is born safe and sound. But his arrival is soured by the appearance of Callum's mum, Marion. Sarah throws her out, leaving Bethany worried that Callum might show up. Yeah, like that's going to happen. After shopping the O'Driscolls to the police for keeping Marta as a slave, Aidan tells Johnny that they've lost one of their biggest clients. But Eva saves the day when she arranges a meeting with a new client, and it's clear Aidan's over the whole Marta drama as the pair celebrate with a kiss. Meanwhile, it looks like Carla and Nick are all set for a new life in Devon when Robert is declared the new owner of the bistro. But does that mean Tracy will agree to keep quiet about Carla's one-night stand with Robert? Well, no. Tracy announces she's still going to blow the lid on Carla's sordid secret. Here's the latest from Emmerdale. It's still Ashley and Laurel's wedding day, but as their guests celebrate at the reception in the Woolpack, the bride and groom are nowhere to be seen. Have the couple sneaked off for some alone time, or has something more serious happened? Rona and Paddy get the shock of their lives when Piers, the husband of Paddy's lover Tess, rocks up in the village and asks them if his wife was having an affair. When Rona agrees to meet up with Piers the next day, a horrified Paddy worries she's going to tell him the truth. Although Rona promises not to give the game away, she can't help but blurt it out when Piers shows her a load of messages from Paddy on Tess's mobile. Fuming, Piers heads straight over to the pub and punches Paddy. Meanwhile, Charity's making a mint from her dodgy dealings with Ross, but Kane soon puts a stop to it by getting rid of the bent gear they've been storing at Butler's farm. Kane's angry to discover his car is missing, but when Charity and Ross accuse each other, Kane spots the car. So if it's not Charity or Ross, who's the mystery thief?